Hello and welcome to Lloyd's Little Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a Christmas cake loaf. This is a very similar recipe to an actual Christmas cake apart from the shape of it. And it's designed more to have just in thin slices than actual like a wedge of cake. Ugh, it's really cold in my kitchen today, so let's get started. 210 grams of dark brown sugar, 40 grams of chopped almonds, 10 grams of black treacle, 110 grams of plain flour, 3 grams of mixed spice, 830 grams of mixed fruit, 210 grams of unsalted butter, 4 medium eggs, the zest of 1 orange, the zest of 1 lemon. Line a 22 cm by 12 cm loaf tin with brown parchment. Soften the butter and add the brown sugar and beat together until it is smooth. Add the chopped almonds and mix together. Grate with a fine grater the zest of the lemon and the orange. Set the lemon aside. Beat the 4 eggs together and add the zest. Add the mixed spice and the black treacle and then pour in the egg mixture and fold together until fully mixed. Sieve the flour into the mixture and fold together until completely mixed up. Add the fruit and fold together. Spoon it into your tin, making sure it gets into all the corners. And with the back of the wooden spoon, compact the top. Cut a piece of parchment slightly larger than the tin with a hole in the top. Place it over the top of the tin to stop the cake from burning. You want to preheat the oven to 140 degrees. It's 275 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 1. It's a very low temperature. So you want to bake that in the oven for about 4 to 4.5 hours on that very, very low heat. Okay, so it's just come out of the oven. It's been about 4.5 hours and it is perfectly done now. Just going to leave it in the tin for an hour to cool down, and then I'll turn it out onto a wire rack and then leave it to cool down for a further couple of hours just to make sure that it is completely cooled down. Okay, so the cake is now cooled down, it's time to ice it. For the icing, you're going to need 200 grams of marzipan, 1 egg, the juice of 1 lemon, 250 grams of icing sugar, and about 10 grams of apricot jam. Separate the egg white from the yolk, and then beat the white until it becomes light and fluffy, like a cloud. Then add the lemon juice. Depending on how much lemon juice you add will determine how thick the icing is. I put in 3 teaspoons because I wanted a runny icing. Gradually add the icing sugar and stir together until it becomes a smooth paste. Lay out some icing sugar and roll out the marzipan. Cut around the base of your tin to get an exact match for the top of the cake. Spread the jam over the top of the cake. This will make the marzipan stick, and lay the marzipan on top, making sure it's neat and folded in at the edges. Spoon the icing over the top and allow it to pour down the sides. Depending on how much lemon juice you put in will depend on how thick the icing is. The more lemon juice you put in, the runnier it will be at this stage. So if you only want to decorate the top of the cake, I would suggest only putting in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and that way the mixture will remain very, very stiff and you'll be able to decorate just the top of the cake. As the icing dries, it becomes easier to lay on the cake. Literally just keep pasting it over as it sets all over the sides. Now this cake is served up sliced like a bit of bread, so you want the icing all over the different sides of it. It can be messy and it does take quite a while for it to set completely. I would say leave it for 12 hours minimum. It's not the best looking cake, to be honest, when it's just iced, so you can decorate it with ribbon and little sort of like decorations on the top to make it look nicer, but it does taste amazing. If you move it around from plate to plate, the icing will end up cracking and you'll ruin the effect. So move it once the icing has started to set, but it's still quite soft, so any cracks can just be pasted over. So I have to leave this overnight now, so it'll whoosh and it'll be the morning. Okay, so the cake has been left to dry for 24 hours and the icing has gone completely hard now. Okay, but it's not completely finished. I'm going to put some decoration on top, maybe a ribbon around it, so I'm going to do that and show you what it looks like when it's finished. And I was making decorations for the cake for about 5 minutes. I've eaten a lot of icing and I'm not actually very good at decorating cakes apparently. This is what I did. If you're more artistic than I am, then you can make it look so much better. That's my attempt at decorating a cake. Well, that's everything for today. I probably won't be back until after Christmas, so goodbye from Lloyd's Little Kitchen for now. Don't forget to like it, write some comments and subscribe to my channel. Bye and happy Christmas. I'm gonna drink some wine. I've got this chocolate ruby wine. I'm not an alcoholic.